YouTube! Hello again, it's me, SuperPaperWatt, the guy on the last video you watched hopefully while I was playing Spelunky. But if you're new, that's totally cool. This is, after all, my second video, so I wouldn't be too upset about that. I'm going to be playing Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. So, I mentioned it during my Spelunky video, I really like Isaac. It's a really good game, because it's got all the randomness of, a lot of the other roguelikes like that. But not only was it, basically one of those big pioneer games, like with this, along with Spelunky, regards two of those real big, roguelike games. But with this one, there's just so much more to, discover and things like that, just because, I don't know if you've seen, but this is a game with a lot of items. Just give a quick idea on what all to look for. Any of those, and a lot of these I don't even have yet. That's just because I'm on the PC version. Actually, I also have this on Steam, where I am at 1001% achievement, which isn't all of the achievements. I know a lot of people are like, are you going to play as Isaac? And I'm not going to play as Isaac because I wouldn't like starting with him, just because he's got the D6 allowing you to reroll a bunch of items and everything like that. So I wanted something a little bit more standard, ironically, because I'm not going to be playing as the standard character. I'm going to start playing as Cain. Cain being like my second favorite character. Not from like a lore standpoint, but you don't get a lot as far as like personality or character and archetypes or anything like that. You're not coming here for the different character personality. But what Cain's cool thing is, besides this wicked sweet eye patch, because doesn't everyone just want an eye patch like that? Now, bigger thing with him is that he has a trinket, which you can see in the bottom left-hand corner of the paperclip, which allows me to open up any golden chest I find for free, without using any of my keys. And I'm going to be going under the assumption that people know less about this game than Spelunky, because there's just so much more to know about. So when I get items, I'll explain what they do, unless it's obvious, like, hey, breakfast is an HP up, or the belt is a speed up. But if we get something like Transcendent Tears or something like that, I'll be like, so this is how the tiers work. So on Steam, I have about, on Steam I have about 270 something hours on this, and on Switch I probably have not more, but pretty close. So I'm gonna say I have at least like 500 hours collected on this game. So I would like to think I'm pretty good at it. Definitely better at it than I am at Spelunky. But I'm also not used to playing on the PC, so it might take me a little bit to warm up to it. Of course, I say that without being hit yet, so I might be a bit modest about it, which is fine. Oh well. Basically does what it says on the tin. And I look like I'm all what's the word, corroded. It's a pretty cool look. That's another cool thing I like about Isaac, like this idea that the more items you get, the more you look like a monster. Those doors, they look like they're moving in those big rooms. There we go. And this is one of those games that doesn't really explain itself as far as story goes. All the cutscenes are, no one's talking. It's just all like, hey, figure it out for yourself, which is super cool. It's kind of like, I don't want to say Dark Souls, because you compare everything to Dark Souls nowadays, but it's kind of got that idea that it's telling a story without actually telling a story. This game is, less subtle about it than Dark Souls, because Dark Souls is like, hey, you have to read our item descriptions, or you don't know the story, which is fine, I guess. Goodbye, Phantom. That is a good item. Cube of meat is one of those. If we get more pieces of the meat, then it'll be obvious on what it is. But This is a reference to one of Edmund McMillan's older games, Super Meat Boy, which I'm sure everyone's heard of, so I'm not even gonna belabor the point. If I was feeling gutsier, I'd use this thing to deal damage, because it's basically like, oh hello frames. I'm just glad, because when I was testing out Issac earlier, it was super duper framey, like worse than this. They went my deal, which I will explain later for people that don't understand. Oh lord. Oh golly. Get me out of this room. That's better. Oh, thank you. Actually, I'm gonna take that. I don't know why this game is so slow on PC. I mean, probably doesn't help that I'm recording stuff as well, but it's like it runs perfectly on the Switch unless you have like a ridiculous run, like, you know, a whole bunch of bombs spawning other bombs and everything like that. It should kick back up though in a second. There we go. I am gonna blame my damage I took back there because of the lag. I know how much of a pro am I that I get to blame varicose veins when I take damage. It shoots out some tears. Miter. Yeah. And that's one thing about this game. Like, I love this game to death, I do. But the subject matter, it's just one of those games where, like, I work at a video game retail store. Not like it's like a normal retail store that sells a bunch of other stuff too. But video games is one place that I work at. So please don't. Oh, I thought that was gonna push away that bomb. And so I get people that, you know, get my recommendations on games, and I talk about certain games I've played, and sometimes they'll be like, well, do you like this game? And I'm like, I do, but I can't recommend it wholesale to everybody. Because this was back when Binding of Isaac was first coming out on the Switch, and, you know, it was in my retailer. I don't think we have it anymore. It's just one of those that was like, Nicholas made, like, the company that made this Rebirth game. Hold on, I gotta think about this. I do want that. Do I want it enough that I want to blow up that guy? Ooh. The item in this case is the buddy in the box over there. I do want that. I don't think it matters too much where I drop this. Spirit Hearts are going to be nice because they're going to insulate me from one of the other mechanics in this game, which I'll explain hopefully if I get the 36% chance deal. I'm getting all over the place trying to keep my anecdotes in check while also playing a video game and talking to an imaginary audience. Whoa. How fitting that I'm fighting Monstro. I mean, you encounter Monstro a lot, but he's one of those, like, this is the first boss you fight kind of thing. So anyway, like, Isaac, cool game, but I have trouble recommending it because it's one of those games that definitely earns its rated M rating. Not from, like, an aesthetic standpoint, because this is, like, you know, you got your cutesy little guys shooting tears at cutesy little monsters. But going further down, you further into it, and even from, like, that, you know, that foil story from the front, like, oh yeah, Isaac's mom is trying to kill him. It's just, and it's like, that religious stuff. Well, thank you. That's a good item. Synth oil, damage up, any person that plays this game a lot goes after damage, tears, and is their biggest thing. Like, all the other stats, not as important. Luck is nice to have, speed is nice to have, but those kind of just sort themselves out. But this is a game, like, especially if we'll be seeing the later levels, and then you'll understand why this game is super duper rated down. But it's also got, like, religious references, and hopefully I was going to show one of those if I got that deal, but I didn't, because I'm bad. but I'll get it on the next floor. I got plenty of resources to keep myself safe. Check it here. But, so, I can't, like, recommend the game unless I know that absolutely for sure they're not going to find this, like, weird or creepy. Because I found it weird and creepy when I first got it, but I still liked it because I knew what I was. Sorry about my voice. I do not know what's going on with it. I'm trying to clear my throat as quietly as possible so I don't, sound like I'm gagging into the microphone. But if I know that, like, they're okay with that kind of thing, then I will absolutely recommend the game. Like, 10 out of 10. Because it's just one of those, like, you never have to stop playing it because you never have to have an exact same run as a previous game. Like, last game, I only played for a couple rounds while I was testing it, but my tears were homing in on stuff, and that's as far as I got. I only got like one real item. It was a good item though. Not fair. I don't know where those guys I mean, I know where they came from. It came from the champion enemy, which you can tell if they're different coloration than the other ones. And not talking about like those gray silkworms versus the white ones, because that's just... Oh lord. Oh, there we go. Just use 2 of those bombs to get in there. Good. Hit the button. Thank you for the chest and spear. There we go. Just trying to... There we go. It's like the frame rate is also proportional to the amount of lag in my brain to think of good stories to talk about. Like, another game that I would kind of lump into the same category are the Wolfenstein games. Like, super cool, but it's dealing with the Nazis, and so it's one of those things. Like, I mean, it's definitely easier to recommend Wolfenstein because it's like you're not on their side, but it's one of those like, hey, you recommended this game and it's got Nazis in it, and I'm like, I'm sorry. That's never happened to me. Because oh, this is too much stuff going on. Okay. I would have preferred the lag on that room. that would be a lie. I'd be dead if the lag was there. Okay. That is one of the new enemies. That's another cool thing with this game. So the developers have stopped making like DLC and expansions for this, but instead they're taking user created stuff like mods and everything like that, because the game has mod support, and the developers are looking at the mods and picking out the ones they like the most and adding them officially to the game so that you can enjoy these mod items while still having achievements on. Pass away, please. Oh god. That's better. So some of these enemies I still have to get used to, like those guys that are shooting upwards. Still a little weird. It'd be really cool is if they started adding more bosses. That is not what I need. I mean, also the drug references. Like, before I got an item that was a syringe, popping pills, just a normal Tuesday for everybody. I don't have any bombs. So, the other cool thing with this game, it's kind of like got the same kind of idea as Spelunky. Like, you get health, but then you can also trade away that health for other resources, like better items, things like that. So it's riskier, but if you don't have to worry about taking damage, then it's not really a problem. I have an active item now. I'm just gonna... Oh, there's not... Oh. On the Switch version, I'd totally go for that first wave, but I'd have to take it a little bit more carefully. Oh, the frames. Hello, Grady Jr. This is not a fun enemy. New challenge. Play Isaac at 5 frames a second. There we go. Good stuff. Just please pass away quickly. Oh no. Well, that's not champion version, because the champion versions, besides having, different stuff about them, they also deal 1 whole heart damage instead of a half. So we did get a deal, which was good. So, I want this item. That's fine. So, if you make it through a floor without taking red heart damage, then you get this deal, and that's proportionate to the amount of, on the left hand side, it's got like the little upside down cross. It shows like your percentage. I don't know what these are. It's not better. Okay. I'm not going to take the other one. I'm not feeling that risky. I'm just going to pop this. Okay. So, yeah, like, that's one of those things, like, hey, I literally just gave a part of myself away to the devil. That's cool. It's fun. And I didn't even get anything good out of it. Story of my life. Oh lord. It's one of those guys that you can jump pretty quickly. And he has 2 different jump speeds. You can either go real quick and just land, or you can go slower and make that puddle on the ground. But normally, like, the idea is to get a bunch of spirit hearts, which are those like white hearts I was collecting earlier, and use those to protect yourself, because if you take damage on them, it doesn't count as losing your deal. And then you... I really should not have gone to this room. Oh, hello. There's that. I should have taken damage there, but I didn't. But normally the Devil Deal items are all super good. Well, not all of them, because it's all randomized, but a lot of the items are like super good, like all 6 out of 10 or higher. Thank you for that spirit heart. And I had a curse on the last floor, which kind of just happens randomly. It's kind of the theme of this game. I don't know if you figured it out, but sometimes things happen randomly in this game. But on the last one, the curse said that any items I find are question marks. I don't know what they are until I pick them up. So in this case, I had to, like, purchase, and purchase is in air quotes, but you can't see my hands. So you have to, like, buy it before you know what it is. In that case, we need to go deeper, which is like a 2 out of 10 item, especially considering the other Devil Deal items. Ooh, charge key. I'm hoping that, so we need to go deeper. It gets me access to the next floor. I don't want access to the next floor. I need the items from this floor. So it's kind of like a speedrunning kind of item, or like on. Thank you for that, Mr. Green Guy. You blew up that tinted rock, which I'll also explain. But that one's more of a well-known thing. There we go. But we need to go deeper. Has a chance to make it's called a crawl space, which is one of those like little holes, but it's got a ladder so you can come back up. And it normally just has oh lord, there we go. It normally has like items or stuff, or just money or chests that I get basically for free just by using this item, but it's kind of like a low percentage chance. There we go. I'll take that bomb. So where are we going? Where are we going? Oh yeah. I also forgot to mention the tinted rocks, so I'll show it the next time I get the chance. But those tinted rocks are like, they have like a little bit of a different look to them, and they normally hold resources inside them: keys, bombs, spirit hearts, chests. So they're almost always worth going for, especially because spirit hearts are so important to the game plan. Because if you're good, they're basically HP upgrades. There we go. Please don't shoot at me. Good stuff. Man, for my Spelunky video, I should have just tutorialized it more. I have so much to talk about as far as like Issac tutorialization. And if I like start to get traction on this whole video thing, I'll make a tutorial video if anyone cares. But there's also like a bajillion tutorial videos on the internet. Oh yes. Do this. So, this is always one of the more fun parts. These judgment guys. In this case, this demon judgment, or Baker, this is probably his proper name, thank you. You can give your resources to them, and they will give you items. Sometimes. And normally they do it pretty regularly, but sometimes they will absolutely screw you over. Like, I've seen time. You're my friend. Like, a lot, I've seen someone give this guy a medal. That's exactly what I want. Cool. Because those guys have, like, given me a bunch of, like, taken 20 coins and only given me HP, or, like, red hearts and stuff. If I have more HP, I'll come back for that blood bank. And that's also a nice thing, like, if you get those, like, demon bakers. Oh, I don't like this. That's another nice thing to have spirit hearts for, because if you have spirit hearts, you don't have to worry about hurting your red hearts. So, the rotten food, or whatever that was, probably lunch, was an HP up. And the euthanasia, another world-class item there, is another syringe item. And another cool thing with this game is that there are transformations if you collect certain items, and that give you good statistical benefits. Thank you. Goodbye. Use that. Use that. Where is my item room? Oh, so what was I talking about? Euthanasia. So sometimes my tears are needles, and if the needle strikes a dude, then more needles and tears shoot out of that dude, and you get like a chain reaction going on. The Bible. I don't want the Bible. I recognize that's not how you say it. I like saying it that way, in the context of this game. I still need my item. There it is. Those mushrooms can be annoying sometimes. Never mind. And that's why euthanasia is a good item. Not in the... I'm not gonna defend. I'm not gonna... Don't take my words out of context. I don't want the poop. It is... I'm not gonna say it's crap, but I guess I did. You know, the puns. I've got them. The frames, I've got those too. See, I want to go back for the blood bank, but I don't want to spend more time in this room. Or maybe I should go back, because I don't want to fight the boss at like 2 frames a second. Hey, it's the hollow. That's okay, I can fight the hollow in slow motion. Hopefully. See if this fixes problems. That's better. Thank you, Cuban Meat. Cuban Meat also blocks shots. And man, it is cramped in here. But I got it. Oh, those are... See, the one on the left's the better item. But I was talking about the transformations. If you get 3 syringe-themed items, you get the spun. You get the spun transformation. It gives you a pill. And you get a big old damage increase. So that gulp pill swallowed the trinket, which is like it's an item you have to like keep on your person, kind of like the active items, but you can drop trinkets. Okay. And gulp swallows that trinket, but now I have it permanently, and I can hold another trinket. So now all gold chests are free for the rest of this run. There we go. And there's some other transformations too. I'm sure you guys have heard of the Guppy transformation. Ooh, if I got a hold of that. It's not looking very good. I don't have any of the Guppy items yet, but man, I'm quick now. It's because I took that green syringe. Oh, so I was talking about the tinted rocks. In the middle of the screen, there's one that's got this tiny little X on it. Oh, wow. No, I'm actually just really good because that's one of the super secret ones. Go me. So normally they just need one bomb to break, but the super secret ones are even more subtle, and you get 2 out of it. I'm really not good at detecting those, so I'm kind of proud of myself. I need a safe place to put this. Hey, it's a crawl space. Hey, the crawl space has a chest and coins. This is not the best kind. But the money's nice. So this is a good run. This is like a... Looking at the items I got, it's like a 8 out of 10. I'm gonna go in here. I am gonna take that. There we go. Like, the story behind this is really creepy, but it's also, like, really good. Especially if you just think about it from, like, all the different experiences you've had in the game. But I'm not gonna go into it. I do like the idea of being more like a lore-based kind of thing, but until I know that people are like okay with this game, I'm gonna refrain. Especially because talking about some of the subject matter is a little weird. There we go. Dude, I'm so fast. Look at me go. Everybody super eyes racing. I'm not gonna go into the rest of the Sonic R song, but it's a parody of it because it's Isaac instead of Sonic. But isn't it supposed to be Super Cane Racing? Oh, that's the joke. It's not the joke, but it's a joke if you know where I'm coming from. Not gonna talk about it because I already told I wasn't gonna talk about it. Just watch by the end of this thing, I'm already like spoiling stuff. I mean, spoiling stuff from a 5-year-old game. Probably not that important. There we go. I will take these. I will take those. That's what the miter does, by the way. You get a better chance of finding these spirit hearts. So I'm not just lucky. I am a bit lucky. I like to think I'm pretty lucky in this game, but a lot of this is because the items are telling the game to do that. Please. There we go. I could just leave. Probably would be a bad idea. These hands. Like, they're not hard to dodge, but every time they're like, they could catch me. When they catch you, they throw you out to another room, and you have to do this room all over again. I don't have to, because I already got the benefit out of this room, but actually, let's use this here. I already found the crawl space on this floor, so I'm probably not going to be getting another one that's not already used. Like, it's going to be empty if I find it again, probably. Not going to matter. Might be a bit early for me to call it, but I'm feeling pretty confident about this run. That's another, like, just, like, how Spelunky goes. Sometimes you just get a run that's got good items. Like, sometimes you get a jetpack right away. This is kind of that thing. You just get a bunch of syringe items right away. Okay. Whoa. That clicking, that clickety-clackety sound, that's me and my fancy new keyboard. I mean, it's one of those fancy gaming keyboards. I may have mentioned it in my Spelunky video, but it is like one of those fancy, like, mechanical keyboards, like, supposed to be really good for gaming. There are too many enemies. Please, Mr. Portal, stop making them. Like, especially that guy that's jumping around that can just gank me at a moment's notice. These guys who are invincible for half their lifetime. There we go. Just checking the time real quick. And I'm just planning on going until I either die or finish the run. Which are both, I mean, finishing the run is more likely at this point. Sacks. That's a good item. Just, it'll randomly spit out sacks, and the sacks have stuff in them, so I get a lot of value out of that item. There's the boss, but I want items. You might have missed that, but these guys can, like, when they charge at you, put a bomb in front of their face, they eat it, and they're like, oh no, I hate a bomb, and then they take a lot of damage from it, so it's great. You're not going to come across these spikes. I don't need to use another bomb on these guys. And I like how the game, like, explains how, like, this guy's Chip, that's his name, his name's Chip, that he eats bombs. It's that there's like a little rules card that you can get. Not like in real life, but like in the game. It's got like rules cards. Like, you've seen those tarot cards I've been picking up? One of the tarot cards is a rules card that you unlock. And out of, like, there's a bunch of different rules cards, but one of the more common ones is that Chub dislikes smoke. Like, Dodongo dislikes fire. I think of, what is that? That's from Zelda, right? I know my old stuff. Hey. Oh yeah, I already found it. I already had this conversation with myself. So take this. So, I mean, it doesn't come right out and say it, but Chub will eat the bombs if you put them in front of him. This guy's too small. Here first. Mr. Mega. Bigger bombs. We'll take that. And greed. I do like the idea of fighting the sins though. Like, out of all the religious stuff, this is the coolest guy. I mean, this guy is pretty cool. Especially, there's like a character based off of him. But there's all 7 sins, and they all have stronger versions of them. They're the super sins, basically. Not every item in this game is good, folks. This one is questionable at best. So I'm gonna take it. Because I am a masochist in this kind of thing. But if I die because of this, of Bob's brain, I don't know who to blame. And there's more. That's gonna be my second piece of the meat. And that's why the item's good. But it's a bomb that's just attached to you at all times. It'll just explode if you don't aim it right. Please. Bomb. Yes. I am gonna take my meat. And the stars. And my deal. Yes. Yes. More HP, please. More HP? No. Alright. Just gonna take that. And give me something good. Issac club's not that good. Take this. Because it gives me HP and damage. And then leave. Alright. That wasn't exactly what I had in mind. I wanted something out of that little demon beggar. I also don't want this guy. Ugh. Robo baby. Hate these rooms. These little traps. This guy's the worst. This guy is introduced recently. Like, he's not bad, like, unfair. He's just difficult is all. Like, purposefully difficult. One makes you small. One makes you small. I'm a small boy now. There we go. So, a lot of like the pro Issac players don't take pills, because a lot of the pills, A, do nothing, or B, do bad things. But some of the pills are like so good, like what makes you small is pretty good. And then there's Balls of Steel, which is 2 Spirit Hearts, and some other things like that, but a lot of times pills can just screw you over, like 1 bad health down pill. You can't die from it, but you can get pretty close. So I've gone really slow on this run despite my power, which is weird. Please come at me, Mr. Dude. Good. I wonder if there's any tinted rocks on this. I don't see any. There's that for you. Please kill him. Thank you. Whoa. So as of right now, I'm thinking about alternating between Spelunky and Binding of Isaac, and I might be playing some other games like Dead Cells. Dead Cells is pretty, still kind of fresh in everyone's mind with its recent update. If I had friends to play with, I could play like Gang Beasts and stuff like that, because I really like that game. I have some other games like PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. I have it. I'm not very good at it though. So if you're the kind of audience member that likes to see a guy get killed for an hour, that's the right channel, but this is probably not something I need. Pay to win puts little reroll machines in item rooms, but I've already gotten my item room, and I'm not going to be getting any more item rooms. Hey, remember when I said pills were bad? I'm going to take this. More pills. Is that another small pill? Oh lord. Oh, I feel like a genius now. I'm so tiny. I'm gonna take, what's in here? Tower. And that's... there's too many laxatives. This kid cannot produce that much crap. A common thing in these, I don't know, he's got a lot of poo jokes in his games, which is fine. Poo jokes are okay. So, for anyone curious on how the secret rooms work, if you see, like, if you look at my map, like where that secret room was, it was bordered on 3 sides by rooms. That's a pretty likely place. And it has to, like, it can't have anything blocking it, so like if you see these rocks, the secret room couldn't be on the left side because it would be unfair. But I think we out of here, unless this is a super secret room. Nope. Alright. Hello. Oh, Bob's Brain. Thank you, Bob's Brain. This is why Bob's Brain is a bad. Oh, so you can kind of see it, like, after I took the second cube of meat that I had, the cube of meat turned into, like, a little Super Meat Boy head. It keeps building on it with the 3rd cube of meat, and it actually turns into, like, a little Meat Boy. But he's, like, all round instead of, you know, cubed. Pass away, please. Okay. I'm just gonna take that. And what I'm probably gonna do, because it's kind of like a common thing for Let's Plays, that right now I'm on my PC save data that I already had, and I haven't touched it in a while. So what I'm probably gonna do, if I'm gonna do more of these episodes, I will do a new save data. That way I can, you know, do that and re-experience the game, which I did on the Switch, and it went really good, if I'm honest. Now I gotta remember, this is where the game gets weird. If the game wasn't already weird for you, look where we are. I'm not gonna bring up the tab again to show where we are. This. No. I want to crawl space. Crawl space is consistent here, right? Oh no, not those. Please no. Please no. Thank you. One reason I like this game more than Spelunky, besides like a lot of the reasons I've said. If you take damage in this game, you get invincibility. Like, you know, every other game in Spelunky, you take damage and then all the enemies are like, now's our chance to finish him. Because you can just get comboed into the sun. What kind of room is this? This is a new room. They're out of sync. What do I do? There's more buttons. It's fine. Just play it cool. I didn't play it cool. A lot of people complained that Isaac was getting too easy. And I was being cocky about being good at the game. Okay. Put this down. The chariot. That could be important. Oh. That spawned away from the wall that I wanted it to be on. Can you see it? Bob's brain just has like a little, it's got just a little mischievous face on it. It's just waiting to end my life. Where you at? I got you. Good. What's in here? Not worth it. I mean, there could be spirit hearts in there, but it's also a bunch of combat I don't want to do. This is Wrath. Say hello to Wrath, everybody. Stay away, you monster. He's a monster sometimes, but only when he chases you down like that. Like, he just runs on a little rail. Like, he's not programmed to chase you down. It was just complete luck that he, like, ran in where I was at. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. I really don't want to lose the first run I have on camera. That would not be good, especially with how much I was inflating myself as a good Isaac player. But sometimes that's just kind of how it goes. Ooh, yes, actually. Please. Yes. Haha. I'm too small to take good advantage of this. Spot is better than shovel, I guess. I'm gonna sit here. This is one of those things, like, I can sit here and play this exactly as I want. Thank you. Thank you for that. Friends to the end. Alright. I could go back. Actually, I have to go back that way anyway. Or I could just leave, which is an option. Bill. Range up. Bill. Range up. Not exactly what I want. So, I was watching, someone put a video up on the Binding of Isaac Reddit. Sir, you float. How can you be dripping creep? Alright. What was I saying? Oh yeah. That's not a good pill. This is why it's not a good pill, but thank you for taking me to the secret room. I have... oh. Gulp. Just do it now. Please let me escape. Thank you. Ooh, lucky me. Oh, there's too much going on for the game. There we go. Just escape. Oh, there's combat in this room. Okay, kill the portals. Kill the portals. Good stuff. I have an excuse if I die and it's being laggy. Because I'll just blame it on the game. I blame a lot of stuff on the game. Like, I don't know. A lot of people go under the assumption this game has a troll engine built into it. Like, they all do it jokingly. Like, just the randomized nature of a game can seem like it's just here to troll you. But this is not okay. Ugh. Should be good. There right? Totally. Oh, so the guy I was watching on on the little video someone put on the Isaac Reddit, he was playing it, and then he was like, "How do I do this one thing?" I don't know what it was because they cut it out of the video, but one of the people in the Twitch chat said, "Hold R." I'm not gonna do it because that would be silly, but holding R is a shortcut to restart your game. And so he's like really far into the game, and he holds R, and he realizes he's back at the front at the first level, and he's like, slams the controller down. He's like, "I need a minute." And you can just hear him off camera like, "Damn it." Alright, time to fight the boss. Yeah. Hey, that's a 3rd level cube mate. Why use the tower card here? I thought I'd use it to expedite the fight a little bit, but this room is too small for the likes of me and death to coexist in the same room. There we go. That's not a fair fight. I'll take magic mushroom. Alright, you got me. Don't do what I'm doing. Never do what I'm doing. Another fair point I should mention from this point, from like as soon as you get into the womb, all damage you take is 1 full heart. So, oh, thank you. I mean, this isn't gonna help me. Thank you. What do I do? I guess I'm gonna play this a little bit to see how it goes. I already feel pretty smart about it. I feel real smart about it now. Normally, people don't use these things except to blow them up, because if you blow them up, you get usually more resources than you get out. Up here is X-Lax. Use it now. X-Lax doesn't do much, just makes the ground slippery, which is gross. Alright, 5 more tries. That's the best slot machine I've ever had, and it's mostly because of the miter, but 3 luck also helps with gambling. I don't need it. So, some of the things I took in that last deal, I got Satanic Bible, which every time I press the spacebar when it's full charged, I get a Demon Heart, which is the same thing as a Soul Heart. You get, basically extra HP. But I also got Death's Touch, and you may have noticed that it was a 2-heart deal, but oh lord! But because I only had 1 red heart, basically I got it on a discount. And I used Satanic Bible, so I didn't die, which was a pretty good play, if I do say so myself. Oh, please stay away. Because my tears are scythes now, if you may not have noticed. And they are real good. Another cool thing with this game is how items synergize. It's a mild synergy, but the euthanasia tears plus the scythes, which is making a bunch of scythes flying around everywhere. Make sure I'm still recording. That would suck, 'cause this run's really good. I'm happy for this to be my first YouTube run. Of course, I don't want to jinx it. I could go on here and find out I have no audio, or I'm super loud, or there's a bunch of white noise, which there could be anyway. Apologize, by the way. I will take that. So, another good combo here is that Issac gives out battery charges quite frequently. And battery charges fill up your active item. So I'm getting, basically, with every battery I get, it's a demon heart. Demon hearts have the, oh, I am in this room now. Demon hearts have the added benefit is if you lose that heart, then it damages all enemies in the room. Oh, please, keep it coming. And the reason that 2 items are spawning in every time is that I took an item called Contract from Below. It says doubles all rewards from a room basically, but adds a chance that, oh boy, this spouse isn't that bad. He was sure bad earlier on in my Issac career, but now he's ain't that bad. But it doubles the chance of 2 bosses being in a room. But the chance is already super low. I did not hit escape there. I don't know how it happened. Please. There's too much going on. I didn't sign up for a bullet hell. Oh, okay. So we're just gonna use brimstone beams. Oh, good. Hello, Krampus. Usually you get this guy earlier on, but I can just absolutely crap on today. I'm not going to take that. It's another active item. And just, I mean, I will show you what it does. It's really good, but not what I need. Snag the battery, then go up. Yes! Okay. Alright. Things are going good. Do I have a... Nope, no map. The curses. I'm playing on hard mode, if you couldn't tell. Psh, goodbye, boss. Hey, that's a lucky card. Joker card does this. I have to, right? I have to take one of the best items in the game. I'll explain as soon as I stop feeling awesome. Thank you. Thank you very much. Alright, let me explain. So, step 1. You got the Joker card. Takes you to either the Devil Room or the Angel Room, which the Angel Room is a whole another thing. And not only did I get one of the best items in the game, known as Mom's Knife. Maybe you've heard about it. I also got a red chest in there, and the red chest can have all kinds of different stuff in it. Like, just have bad guy spiders. Stop giving me these cards. I'm too lucky. Alright, but it gave me an item, and the item was Pandora's Box. And Pandora's Box does different things on different floors. On the cathedral, where I am at right now, it gives me an angel... I don't want that. It gives me an angel room item. In this case, it was Wafer. And Wafer says that... basically all my damage is halved for the rest of the game. So, that's a pretty good item. Oh, hello. So I was extremely lucky there, and that's just kind of the game that Issac is. Just sometimes you get super lucky. And now on the next floor I go to, I'm also gonna get a double deal, because you're not supposed to get a double deal on this floor. There we go. Stop it. I don't want this many Joker cards. Give them to another Issac run. Another Issac run more needy than me. The only bad thing I did is that I took one of those, what you see in the health pool, that I have a white heart. I already went this way, didn't I? I did. That's an eternal heart, and if I can keep that thing alive, which I am, until the next floor, it's going to turn to a health upgrade. But then the health upgrade interacts another way with something else, and I'm not going to explain it. There's a lot of things to think about in this game, but as soon as you know it, it's like easy to remember. It's just super difficult to explain. And how like all these things work with each other. This way? Yeah, no. Please stop making ghosts. Oh, that was just a little baby. Ooh. So, think about it this way. This is Isaac's audition to be part of my YouTube series. And it's given me this 10 out of 10 performance, and I'm like, you know what? Alright. It's basically bribing me with a good run, because runs don't turn out this good very often. What's down here? Boss? I don't like those ghosts. No one likes those ghosts. Come at me, bro. There we go. So, Mom's knife is so good, because not only does it work as like basically a melee weapon, as soon as if you just stick it into an enemy, they take damage really quickly. You can throw the knife, and it comes back at you somehow. Oh, so much stuff. I have so many items. The mystery sack, like sack of sacks, is going to give me an item randomly each, like every couple of rooms. And Faith's Reward is going to shoot tears, like my tears. But my tears are gone right now because I'm out using a knife. Don't need to do that. Based off the damage I'm taking, if I didn't get this Satanic Bible in that one room, I would be dead by this point. But I'm glad, because that was a big risky move. I was one hit away from death, and I pulled it back. I mean, if it's between Joker and Tower... this is not a new room. It's just a room that gives me trouble from time to time. That's why I'm gonna cheat. Just like in Spelunky, you can just mine your way through everything with bombs. Hello, Tinted Rock. And like that one lives up to its name because it's actually a different color than the others. Step number 1 of being a boss: never make anything that's explosive that could hurt you back. I don't need these keys, but I'm gonna take them. This game actually has a lot of Legend of Zelda references. I was talking about Chubb not liking smoke. Just hold on, there's a lot of stuff going on in this room. There we go. Oh, we got me. In the Nintendo Switch version, Ed McMillan said, if I'm gonna put this on a console and it's gonna get a case, it's gotta have an instruction booklet, like, you know, like the old NES games, like, or like GameCube and stuff like that, having an instruction guide. But the Issac instruction guide was very familiar to a lot of people, because like it was talking about the game, but it talked about the game in such a way that it reminded people of the instruction booklet for the first Legend of Zelda, which is cool. And people found out it's structured exactly the same way, and like it's so good. Like they put a lot of time and effort into that. Here we are, likely the final floor. I don't want that. I do want that. I do want that. And I don't feel so bad for taking up that other HP upgrade. So, tough love, get out. Tough love, kind of speak today. But tough love would make, you see like Fate's Reward, he's shooting out teeth sometimes. The teeth do more damage. More damage than scythes. Yes. Very astute observation that you it stacks basically. There we go. Oh, I'm just pop this now. That's fine. I didn't expect anything else big and amazing from you. More keys. So we are super duper set. So this floor is really cool because now any chest I find is going to have an item in it, except for maybe red chests. kind of just depends. And because I have contract from below, I'm gonna get 2 chests a lot of times. So this is always just a fun floor because you get so crazy powerful. And thank you for the keys. I could just go straight to the boss with this. I don't want to. There's that. Yeah, just keep throwing the one boss at a time. That's fine. So this is like a, I don't want to say boss rush because a lot of people that have played this game would find that funny. But a lot of the enemies on this floor are just bosses. I don't even remember fighting the boss last floor. I was supposed to take that. I was supposed to take mention of it, like, hey, look, it's Isaac. But I feel like it just went by so quickly. More money. It does what it says on the tin. Emperor again. There's that for you. And it's hard to say that I'm good at this game if I get blessed with such a good run like this. But I played well, I think. I took a lot of bad damage, but other than that, I'm feeling pretty good about it. Take these. 2 diamonds, not going to do much boost for me. This would double the amount of coins I have, but 99's the max. I only have so much room in these pockets. I could use that. Good. Boss, please. Oh, please no. Oh, he's died. Those guys are very accurate with their lasers. Oh, thank you. Oh, another joke. I got the little fairy thing. I don't need 2 diamonds. Now we're fighting him. Thank you, Bob's Brain. I just need to get a little bit more distance on this. He's just a little too close or a little too far away. Oh, he died. Oh, he didn't give me a portal. That's fine. There's another floor you can get to, but it's like randomized, so it's whatever. So hey, I did it. First run. YouTube did well. Got a lot of good items. Gonna go through some little story bits here. It's just a little cutscene, but like the other ones are actually animated. This one's just some little cards, so you get to figure it out yourself. Nice. Alright, well, thank you guys for watching. If you're liking the video, like it. If you are wanting to see some more, oh, that is very loud. Okay, and subscribe if you want to see more. And I'll see you guys next time.